የአለኝታ የሬዲዮ ድምጽ ነው። የአለኝታ ሬዲዮ በይስሐቅ ድረስ የበጎ አድራጎት ድርጅት የሚዘጋጀው የአማርኛ ፕሮግራም ዘወትር ቅዳሜ ከሰዓት በኋላ በኤም 900 አየር ሞገድ ከ9 ሰዓት እስከ 9 ሰዓት ተኩል ድረስ በሎስ አንጀለስና በአካባቢው ለሚኖሩ ኢትዮጵያውያን ህብረተሰብ የሚያስተላልፈው ዝግጅት እዚህ ላይ ይጀምራል።
አድማጮቻችን እንደምን ከርማችኋል? የዕለቱን ዜና የማቀርብላችሁ ኖህ ገብረ እግዚአብሔር ነኝ። በመጀመሪያ አርዕስተ ዜና። በስፔን አሰቃቂ የባቡር አደጋ ተከሰተ። በኢትዮጵያ የሚገኘው የአሜሪካ ኤምባሲ ቪዛ አሰራር ለውጥ አደረገ። የይስሐቅ ደረስ የበጎ አድራጎት ድርጅት የወሩን ለጎዳና ተዳዳሪዎች ምሳ አቀረበ። የአገሪቱ ሰሜናዊ ምዕራብ ከተማ በሚገኘው በሳንቲያጎ ኮምፓስቴላ ረቡዕ ዕለት በደረሰው የባቡር አደጋ 78 ሰዎች ሲሞቱ 130 ሰዎች ጽኑ ጉዳት ደርሶባቸዋል። ከ130ዎቹ ቁስለኞች መካከል 35 ቀላል እርዳታ ተደርጎላቸው ከሆስፒታል የወጡ ሲሆን ከበድ ያሉ ጉዳት የደረሰባቸው 95 ሰዎች በሆስፒታል ሕክምና እየተከታተሉ ይገኛሉ። የባቡሩን ሾፌር ለአደጋው ተጠያቂ ያደረገው የስፔን ፖሊስ አደጋው በሚደርስበት ጊዜ ባቡሩ ከተፈቀደው ፍጥነት ከእጥፍ በላይ ይሄድ እንደነበረ ተጠቁሟል። የመቁሰል አደጋ የደረሰበትና ለአደጋው ተጠያቂ ይሆናል የተባለው የባቡር ሾፌር በአሁኑ ጊዜ በአጃቢዎች እየተጠበቀ ሕክምናውን እየተከታተለ ነው። ከተጎዱት መካከል 32ቱ ክፉኛ መቁሰላቸውን ያመለከተው ቢቢሲ ከነዚህም ውስጥ ከተለያዩ የዓለማችን ክፍሎች ዜጎችና ሕፃናት ጭምር እንደሚገኙበት ዘግቧል። አደጋውን ተከትሎ በስፔን መጪዎቹ 3 ቀናት ብሔራዊ የሐዘን ጊዜ እንዲሆኑ ታውጇል። በአዲስ አበባ የሚገኘው የአሜሪካ ኤምባሲ ከረቡዕ ከሐምሌ 24 ቀን 2005 ዓ.ም ጀምሮ ወደ አሜሪካን ለሚጓዙ ሁሉ የቪዛ ሂደትን የሚያቃልል አዲስ አሰራር እንደሚጀምር አስታወቀ። ኤምባሲው ለመገናኛ ብዙሃኑ በላከው መግለጫ እንደጠቀሰው የቪዛ ሂደት ክፍያውን ቀጠሮ ያስያዙ አመልካቾች ከሰኞ ሐምሌ 22 ቀን 2005 ዓ.ም በፊት ቀጠሮ እንዲይዙ በጥብቅ አሳስቧል። ቀጠሯቸውም ከሐምሌ 24 ቀን 2005 በፊት ማስያዝ ያልቻሉ አመልካቾች የቪዛ ማመልከቻ ክፍያውን ለመክፈልም ሆነ ቀጠሮ ለማስያዝ አዲሱ አሰራር ተግባራዊ እስከሚሆንበት ሐምሌ 24 ቀን 2005 ዓ.ም ድረስ መጠበቅ ይኖርባቸዋል። የቪዛ ማመልከቻ ክፍያውን ከሐምሌ 24 ቀን 2005 በቀድሞ አሰራር መክፈልና ቀጠሮን ደግሞ በአዲሱ አሰራር ከሐምሌ 24 ቀን 2005 በኋላ ማስያዝ የቪዛ ማመልከቻውን በድጋሚ መክፈል ሊጠይቅ እንደሚችል ኤምባሲው አስጠንቅቋል። አዲሱ አሰራር በቪዛ ማመልከቻ ክፍያ ላይ ምንም አይነት ጭማሪ እንደማያስከትል መግለጫው ጠቅሶ ይህ አሰራር አገልግሎት አሰጣጡን ለማሻሻል እያደረገ ያለው ጥረት አካል ነው ብሏል። ስለ ጉዳዩ በበለጠ ለማወቅ ከፈለጉ በኤምባሲው ድረገጽ ላይ መመልከት እንደሚችሉ ጠቁሟል። በመጨረሻም እንደሚታወቀው የይስሐቅ ደረስ የበጎ አድራጎት ድርጅት በየወሩ መጨረሻ በሎስ አንጀለስ ሚሽን አዳራሽ ውስጥ ሆምለስ ተብለው ለሚጠሩት ሰዎች በዛሬው ዕለት ምሳ ማብላቱን የድርጅቱ ስራ አስኪያጅ አቶ አሰፋ ደረስ ገልጸዋል። ስራ አስኪያጁ በሎስ አንጀለስና አካባቢ የሚኖሩትን ኢትዮጵያውያን በዚህ የተቀደሰ ተግባር ላይ እንዲሳተፉ ጥሪ አድርገዋል። ዜናው አበቃ። አድማጮቻችን ከሙዚቃና ከማስታወቂያ በኋላ ፕሮግራማችን ይቀጥላል።
No ክብርት መስገን እኛ ጌታ ከጧት አንስተን እስከ ማታ አብ ልጁን ሰቅሎ ለክብር ጠርቷል በመድኃኔዓለም አዳም ድኗል የኢየሩሳሌም ገዳም ቄስ አማን ሲል ያድራል ሲቀድስ ምን አሳስበው ለኛ ሰው ዓለም በቃኝ ነው አርብሮ ቆኖን ሲያስቀድስ ከደጀ ሰላም ሲመለስ ብጠራው ዝም አለኝ ወይ ፍርጃዬ አቤት አቤቱ ጌታዬ አምላክ ክብር ሰርቶ ያበላል ይላሉ በምድር ቀሪ የለም ሁሉም ይጠራሉ አምላክ ክብርህን እንዳታሳንሰው እምቢ ብሎ አይቀርም አንተ የጠራኸው ሰው ይናምነው ቁጥሩ ቢሏቸው የሳምንቱን ቀናት ቁጥሩ ቢሏቸው የሳምንቱን ቀናት ስድስቱን ቀሩና ሮብን ገደፏ ይናምነው
ማስታወቂያ በይስሐቅ ድረስ የበጎ አድራጎት ድርጅት ቢሮ ውስጥ የአማርኛ ትምህርት መሰጠት ተጀመረ። ይሄውም ትምህርት በሳምንት 2 ቀን ሲሆን ልጆቻችሁን ለማስመዝገብ የምትፈልጉ ሁሉ በስልክ ቁጥር 323 868 3299 ደውላችሁ አስመዝግቡ።
ቁጥሩ ቢሏቸው የሳምንቱን ቀናት ስድስቱን ቀሩና ሮብን ገደፏ ይናምነው
አድማጮቻችን ባለፈው ሳምንት ከዲፓርትመንት ኦፍ ሜንታል ሄልዝ ኢመርጀንሲ ኤንድ አውትሪች ሰርቪስስ ኃላፊ ከሆኑት ከዶክተር ብሊዝ ጋራ በእንግሊዝኛ ያደረግነውን የመጀመሪያውን ውይይት ማቅረባችን ይታወሳል። በዛሬው ዕለት ሁለተኛውን ክፍል ይዘንላችሁ ቀርበናል። ውይይቱን ማቀርብላችሁ አሰፋ ድረስ ነኝ። ዶክተር በሌዝ when we call the Department of Mental Health Emergency Services, sometimes we have to wait a day or two. Is there anything you can do to speed up the response time so that emergency becomes, as the meaning of the word, emergency?
What we do is sometimes a person will call and say the person is breaking windows, and if it requires an immediate response, unfortunately, we don't have lights and sirens. We don't have code 3. And so to protect the community and everybody else, we say, call law enforcement. Even though what we would rather would be that it be one of our co-response teams, one of our mental health teams, because they can provide the better thing. But when there's no other alternative, I would hate to tell a person, well, wait for us, because we'll be there in an hour, or we might be there in an hour and a half. That, if it's an acute emergency, and what the police are doing, we're also training law enforcement agencies on how to work with families and individuals who have mental illness. And we've gotten very, very good feedback from the police agencies that have taken the training, but more importantly, we've received good feedback from community members that are saying, you know, something's different with the police. They're treating our individuals better. So we realize we're making a difference. Unfortunately, again, resources, you know, how do you train everybody who responds? But definitely let us know when it's not working to your satisfaction. There should be a reason, a legitimate, reasonable reason why we did not respond within an hour.
Dr. Blaze, what do you think the Ethiopian community can do in order to reduce stigma and be a participant with Department of Mental Health?
Well, I think it's important to be a part of the service planning area advisory board to provide information to Mr. Vidari, who's Service Area 4, the district chiefs. I think it's really important to voice those concerns, be a part of the stakeholder process. That's really important. I think that when we look at students in trouble, what we find in most of the cases is that they do not have, in my view, meaningful, productive activity in 2 areas. One is play, time spent with the family, with peer groups, in interactive social stuff, because that improves self-esteem, it minimizes maladaptive behaviors, and it provides you with support from your peers. Peer support is extremely important. Exercise, the same thing. A lot of students, I'd say the majority of the students that we see who are in trouble, one way or another, are not having healthy play, and they're not having good exercise. A lot of our students, including us as adults, spend a lot of our time on our computers. This is what we do. Play games, research, do all these things, and we just had a case referred to us where the student, third world, minority community, father works all day trying to make it happen. Mother works in a very menial job. He tells us that he spends a minimum of 12 hours a day on the computer. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Right. And father doesn't know that because he works 7 days a week. Mother doesn't know about the downside of a computer. She doesn't even know how to open it up. Right? And as you know, the computer can be a resource for all sorts of things. But it can also be very addicting. It can be a source where, like in this case, researching ways to hurt people. Getting into all negative things. And so, we don't feel it's the best intervention to just say, throw away the computer, because everybody has a computer. And right now, this is what this kid has is a defense mechanism. But what can you replace it with? Meaningful, productive activity. Play. Exercise. We know that bullying contributes to campus violence. We also know that excessive videos contribute to that, because the other side of being on the computer all the time is, you're isolated. Completely isolated. We also know that most studies will tell you that excessive video gaming will lead to neurological changes in the brain. The frontal lobe is shut off. And that's where you reason, you think, you abstract. And so if that part of the brain is turned off, academics become a problem, following instructions become a problem, and it becomes very addicting. So in the communities, we talk about, especially in LA County where there are so many possibilities. So what I would say is, what is community for the Ethiopian community? Is it a church? Is it whatever it is? What programs are there that sometimes people think, well, let's have a good after-school program that's all about teaching. Give them a break. How about good play? How about good exercise? There have been studies that shown that when you put in a good exercise program, 5 days a week, where every student participates and they get their heart rate up, that truancy goes down, fighting goes down, depression goes down, academic performance increases by an exercise program for everybody, right? Because right now, most schools have cut it out. And if you're an athlete, it's great because you have access to it, but you're not an athlete. So what are you going to do? Most kids are just playing computer games, iPhones. And our point is, don't take it away because that's not helpful. That's our environment now. But what can you add so that the kid puts it down because they have something else that goes good citizenship, promotes health, and gives them an alternative? Because if you're bored all day long, what are you going to do? Watch television or play computer games? So I think that for the Ethiopian community, as well as other communities that are, let's say, united because of ethnicity or language or whatever it is, that there presents an opportunity to be proactive and do the things that unfortunately schools and others can't do. Because schools have been restricted again financially from providing these things, and it's really unfortunate because we see the consequence of that and how helpful it is to have healthy living. One of the things we tell our parents is, how much time do you spend with your child? They don't, because they're too busy surviving, right? What do you do for fun? I've had kids that, and it's not always about money, although I've had kids that have told me, I've asked them, what was the last movie you saw in a theater? Never been. 12 years old, 13 years old, they've never been to a movie theater. And is it that the mother and the father are neglectful? No, they can't afford it. I mean, in some places it's all over the place, right? But some parents don't understand how important it is to have a healthy relationship with their children. And the way to do that is through play. Because you can't always be a parent lecturing. I had one son say, I go to my dad, but all I get is a lecture. You know what he wants with his dad? Play catch. Play soccer. That's all he wants. That's all he wants. I'll tell the parents, and some of the dads will tell me, you know what? I never learned to play. Because when I was little growing up, I had to survive. I had to work. That's what happens to the minority. They don't have that experience. So we teach the parent how to play. We're referring to this one child who's 12 because his father's unavailable completely because he's trying to survive, to a local prevention program with one of the law enforcement agencies. Well, they will have a kid go 3 days a week after school. They learn about policing, a good, healthy role model. Other than being home playing computers. See, that's part of the problem. But we're careful when we tell the parents about that because their initial reaction is, well, take away the computer. Bad idea. You see what I mean? Bad idea. How are you going to prevent the kid from doing something that everyone has? So we tell the parents, the kids need to learn how to manage it. So playing games, yeah, 2 hours a week, 1 hour a week, doesn't matter. Moderation. It's like you and I. We have a cup of wine with dinner, not a problem. But 5 cups every night, right? So we tell the parents, let them play. There's nothing wrong with playing computers. That's the in thing right now. But not 12 hours. And unfortunately, we had an interview with a family 3 weeks ago. And we were asking, well, does your son spend a lot of time on the computer? Is he up at night? She says, no. He goes to bed every night at 9. And I'm a light sleeper. I can hear that if he were to wake up. In a separate interview, the minor's saying, I play every night from midnight till 3 in the morning. Parents don't know. She's not being a bad parent. She just doesn't know. And I tell parents, when you fall asleep and you're in REM sleep, no one wakes up. You're not going to wake up. So even though you think you hear everything, at a certain point in your sleep cycle, every human being. So when we tell that to the parents, they begin to realize, well, maybe I don't know what he's doing at night or her at night. And we find out all the time because we can just access the computer with their permission and see what they're doing. And so I think it's important then to, our concern there would be not that he's disobeying the parent, but what is it that he's staying up at night about? Is he worried? Is he depressed? Bored. And so we always try and find out the why. Why is someone at the age of 12, straight A student, now talking about killing his teacher? Why is that? Because if you don't know that, the quick thing is to expel him. Now what? So we tell students, we tell the teachers, wait, let's try and understand this. And that's where these cases take so much time.
አድማጮቻችን ከሙዚቃና ከማስታወቂያ በኋላ ከዶክተር ቶኒ ብሊስ ጋራ የምናደርገው ውይይት ይቀጥላል።
Ya kan direboru horaba wagina koya ilmada washaka fontanina bage jafarobe hartoma fijille hidicho harita subai sandale bareda kamise magalyo magollo sibide midaga shaka ilma wallo omo kuram migiya shaka suwana waya halama nakilale namichaina tole sidona chitize wayel molo wale edo simale siare megalo halo 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 subi subi koto malo haye ina wala megala siare megalo halo 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 subi subi koto malo abshir ina wala bona warra babu shakka warra ilu ko bare da harbu ya ko warra kalu hadaye kombocha sirinka borgaya urgesa borgana dama ya jokiya ko ya da madamu magalia magalla si hunde midaka ya bare da wallo omo kolamikiya shakka suwana waya hala wala kelale na mejaira tole sidura de chise wayel bolo wale elusi male ajaibu makange enama ajaiba si arkachuni seba 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 anis kan kamise anis kan sambate haya haya karula begi yasikuna ajase haya haya anjeri haya sinalage goitani sekadawiti haya haya garasi astem kuda chemi sosoti haya haya anjeri haya abshir anjeri haya akas anjeri haya haya marina wolo haya abshir marina wolo haya akas marina wolo haya haya marina wolo haya
ማስታወቂያ በይስሐቅ ድረስ የበጎ አድራጎት ድርጅት ቢሮ ውስጥ የአማርኛ ትምህርት መሰጠት ተጀመረ። ይሄውም ትምህርት በሳምንት 2 ቀን ሲሆን ልጆቻችሁን ለማስመዝገብ የምትፈልጉ ሁሉ በስልክ ቁጥር 323 868 3299 ደውላችሁ አስመዝግቡ።
abshir marina wolo haya akas marina wolo haya haya marina wolo haya
አድማጮቻችን ከዶክተር ብሊስ ጋር የምናደርገው ውይይት ከዚህ ላይ ይቀጥላል። Dr. Belize, Isaac Deres Foundation is planning to have a large gathering of the Ethiopian community. Will your department will be willing enough to send someone to educate the community in regards to bullying, peer pressure, gang violence, the things that you have mentioned earlier?
Well, tell us what you want. Our parent program is about an hour, and then it always goes about an hour and a half because parents have lots of questions. So we can do a 10-minute thing if that's what you like. I think it's shortchanged. Okay, yeah, we can present a half hour, whatever you want. I just think that at some point, my offer to you is we would do a full presentation to your parents and the community because that empowers people. And what we do with families that are very, very much tied into their cultural beliefs is we tell them, very good. You do what you need to do, but in the meantime, also do this until the holy water kicks in or the prayer kicks in. We had an individual that had very disturbed, was hearing voices, the whole thing. And, of course, to take medicine for that meant he was mentally ill and he saw no future. And part of what his delusion was that his wife was sleeping with other men in their bedroom. And the way we were able to help him is, I said, boy, with all this pressure, you're probably not sleeping too well. He said, no, I'm not. I said, well, if you see our psychiatrist, we can provide you with some medication that will improve your sleep. And you might feel better, just stronger, because this thing's wearing you out. He agreed. 3 weeks later, he says, you know what? He says, I'm sleeping better, and my wife's not fooling around anymore. I said, great. Right? So the whole point is, we need to understand and not reject the person's belief system. And not everybody's very well trained on that. So we respect we have individuals that will go across the border to take their shot that's going to cure them. And sometimes we realize it's just a water shot or a B12 shot, but they believe it. So we tell them, okay, just go ahead and do what you're going to do. Just let them know what it is, because sometimes it can counter. I said, but try this too. Let's do both. Let's not. And so I think that however you want to do it, we can provide you with information. Stigma is universal. And so sometimes what we've done with families like that is what we've tried. We work with them and educate them about, this is an assistance. But sometimes what we also do is we work with the school district and have them provide services at school. Because see, the parent is right, and they're very much in their culture, which we understand. The kid now is struggling with adopting LA norms and US norms. And so they do need help. They don't have this. It's the parents. So if we provide it at the school, see, and we tell the counselors, look, you know what? Trying to get this family to make one more step in a direction they do not feel is appropriate is just going to be a sabotage. So let's provide the mental health services at school. And in that way, the kid's able to express whatever's going on. The family is this way. And hopefully we can marry it, but at least we're getting the kid some help. When in our disaster mode, when we go someplace where there's been a disaster, what we're doing now is we're not putting up mental health or crisis intervention. Because every time you do that, it's a keep away. What we're putting is personal and family assistance. So when you have your church activities, put personal and family assistance. Because a man can come to you and talk about his family and save faith. But once it says mental health, in fact, I talk to people from other countries, Israel, Chile, Japan. You put mental health, it's a deal breaker. So what we're doing is we're now saying personal and family assistance. Because, someone can approach you and say, I need help buying a car. Okay. Well, at least you got a chance to talk to them. Because sometimes it's not about the car. But you put mental health. What guys, are you going to, Now, the other thing you mentioned that I think is really important before I forget. There are 3 things that define mental health. And we find that the people that get in trouble, adults, children, is 3 things. Psychological mindedness. You have to have insight. Medical. You have to take care of your body physically. And the third is spiritual. So when a community provides those 3 things because the parents can't, because someone with a lot of psychological mindedness that doesn't have spiritual, isn't taking care of themselves physically, is going to be out of balance. And when we see people that are in trouble, I can bet you money they're low on 2 of them. They don't understand themselves. So for example, with the teenagers, I might have a program where, intermixed with activities. You talk about, this is the struggles you're going to grow up with. Your parents want you to be a doctor. You're not sure you want to be a doctor. How are you going to manage that? Because they will hear for the first time from someone that looks like them, talks like them, is them, that it's not about black and white. Because I tell students, life's in the middle. We live life in the gray. And so, if you're not the doctor, that doesn't mean you're a bum, shame, and disgrace. It gives them a little flexibility. So I think that for different developmental stages, it's helpful within a non-mental health environment. Right? So you got the kids graduating from middle school. A little program orientation on what's it like going to high school. What are the pressures? Mom and daddy want you to be a 4.5. What are you going to do about that? One is kill yourself. And then you tell these are things, and I think the part to encourage is for them to talk about it in a non-threatening way. Prayer, tough for adolescents. But how do you bring in spirituality in a way that gives them hope? Because some families, I'll ask them, well, how do you connect with your kids? We go to church every Saturday. We're there 6 hours a week. You see what I mean?
Isaac Dallas Foundation feeds the homeless once a month. And we take the youth to go and participate to learn, different things. One of them will be how to give back to the community. And the second thing is for them to experience by having a conversation with the homeless, why they become homeless, what kind of life they went through, so that they can realize their own life and how fortunate they are and how to maybe change directions if they are taking wrong steps, or show them the right way to pursue life. So this gives the youngsters a different perspective of life and a way to appreciate what they have.
The other would be, to add to that menu of services, is how often do you take them to a movie theater? Disneyland. But you see what I mean? So, part of it then would be to get the community to say, so then the other part is this, because I tell the poor people, it's not about money. Because you can't go to Disney. I can't go to Disney. I took our grandkid, 3 years old, $86. So, but my point to the parents is, it's not about money. Let's identify free activities.
Dr. Blaze, what you're suggesting is a very important suggestion that the foundation is going to consider for the future implementation of different kinds of activities to motivate the youth and give them some kind of fun activities as groups. That would be in the future plan. And I thank you for that information.
Do you have anything else that you want to add to pass a message to the community that what you feel? Have you been exposed to the Ethiopian community? I'm sure you have seen many other smaller communities. So, do you want to say anything?
Well, two things. One, that the worst thing to do is to isolate yourself. When you're having troubles, or when your children are having troubles, don't worry alone. Find someone that you can talk to, because talking helps. Talk to a neighbor, minister, someone that you can talk to, because one, that helps. And the other is never lose hope. None of us can do it alone. Parenting's a lot more difficult now than the old days. And so when you find yourself having troubles or not knowing exactly how to do something, remember that probably 80% of the people in your situation are going through the same thing. So you're not alone. We can't do it alone. If we build community, and if we do proactive things, and if we work together, and we support our kids and one another, things go a long ways for the better.
Thank you, Dr. Blaze. I really appreciate for this explanation, and definitely we have a lot of minutes that we have recorded. After the edition, we're going to translate all this into Ethiopian language as well, and one of the presentation will be in English, because the youth are English speaking, and the elderly are not non-English speaking, so Amharic will be maybe 1 week after.
Perfect.
So I thank you for your time. I appreciate it, and hopefully we will get an opportunity to work with you.
Great.
On the next meeting. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
አድማጮቻችን የዛሬው እንግዳችን ዶክተር ቶኒ ብሌርን ስለሰጡ ማብራሪያና መግለጫ በጣም እያመሰገንን የቀረውን ፕሮግራማችን እንድትከታተሉ እንጋብዛችኋለን።
Young
የዕለቱ ግጥም ርዕሱ እምነት ነው ወይ ሥራ? አምላክ ልጠይቅህ እባክህ ንገረኝ፣ ለማወቅ ሻለሁ አንተው ግለጽልኝ። ወንጌልህን ባነበው ትእዛዝህንም ሆነ ሥራህንም ባየው፣ በጣም ብመራመር ባወጣ ባወርደው፣ የኔ አእምሮ ነው ወይ ፈጽሞም አይገባው? ምን እንዲሠራ ነው ልጅህን የላከው? ደሃ አትል ወይ ሀብታም፣ ቀጭን ነው ወይ ወፍራም፣ ቀይ ነው ወይ ጠይም፣ ወጣት ሽማግሌ ብለህ አታዳላም፣ አንደኛውን ካንዱ ለይተህ አታይም። የሰው ልጅ ፍጥረትህን በአምሳል ፈጥረኸው፣ ያንተ ዓይን ለምን ነው በጣም የተለየው? ሁሉን በኩልነት ሁልጊዜም የሚያው መንገዱን አስበህ ለሁሉም ተልመህ፣ ፍጥረትህን ሁሉ ለዓላማ የፈጠርህ፣ አንተው ግለጽልኝ ለምን ነው የመጣህ? ምነው ንጉሥ ሆነህ የመሰልህ ተራ፣ ገና ስትወለድ ከእንስሶቹ ጋራ፣ በአህያ ተጭነህ ወጣህ ያን ተራራ። ተወለድህ ተብሎ ትንቢት ሆነ ሥራ፣ መምጣትህን ሲሰማ የአገር መሪው ፈራ፣ ልጆቹን አረደ ፈጽሞ ሳይራራ። ይገባህ ነበረ ንጉሥ ሊሰግድልህ፣ ሰረገላው ሁሉ ላንተ ሊቀርብልህ፣ እምቢልታው ሊነፋ አዋጅ ሊያወጁልህ፣ ፍንጥዝያ እልልታ ሊሆን ለፍጥረትህ፣ አንተን ለመቀበል ልንሰለፍልህ። መፈጸም ስትችል ምብታስብ ይሆን በረት የተወለድህ፣ አንተው ግለጽልኝ ይብራልኝ ብርሃንህ። ቀኔንም ተረከብ ሥራዬንም አስብ፣ መንፈሴንም ሰብስብ፣ ትእዛዙን ልፈጽም ላሟላለት ለአብ። ለሰው እንጂ ለኔን የሚለው ድክመቴን፣ እባክህ አጥፋልኝ አክብ ጭንቅላቴን። ጾሞ አለ ጹሙ፣ ጸልዮ ጸልዩ፣ እግርም ማጠቡን ጥምቀቱንም አዩ። ቀንም ሆነ ሌሊት ለብዙ ዘመናት፣ ምንም ሳትታክት ያስተማርኸው ትምህርት፣ ኖረህ አሳየህን አስርቱን ቃላት። አምላክ ታውቀዋለህ ችግሬን ሳላውቀው፣ መፍትሔውም ቢሆን ሁልጊዜም በእጅህ ነው። ለዓላማ ስለሆን እኔን የፈጠርኸው፣ አልጸልይም ለእኔ ቃል ገባሁኝ ይኸው። ከራሴ ፍላጎት ይሻለኛል ያንተው። አምላክ አትቆጣ አልጸልይም ምልህ፣ አንተው ተናግረሃል ግልጽ ባለው ቃልህ። አመንሁ ፈጣሪ ብሎ ቢሰግድልህ፣ እምነት ያለ ሥራ ባዶ እንደሆን ገልጸህ፣ እምነቴን አግዘው በሥራ እንዳሳይህ። አምላክ ልጠይቅህ ተናገር አብራራ፣ እኔም ከመንግሥትህ ቦታ እንዳገኝ ስፍራ። ምን ነው የምትፈልገው እምነት ነው ወይ ሥራ?
አላንሳ መውልት የዘንድሮ ነገር
አድማጮቻችን ያለንታ ሬዲዮ በይሳቅ ድረስ በጎ አድራጎት ድርጅት ስም በየሳምንቱ ቅዳሜ ከ9 ሰዓት እስከ 10 ሰዓት ድረስ የሚያቀርበው የአማርኛ የሬዲዮ ፕሮግራም እዚህ ላይ ያበቃል። በሚቀጥለው ሳምንት በተመሳሳይ ሰዓት እስክንገናኝ ድረስ በሰላም ቆዩን።